flip mode joints. Bust around, yeah. Word mother, yeah. Check it out, yeah. Just swing to the left, swing to the right. Make you feel good, make you feel alright.
So, you want to change your name? Cool. Me too. But not for the typical reasons like marriage, divorce, adoption. You want to change your name because, well, you want a badass name. Welcome to my 8-step guide. Welcome to my 8-step guide on how to change your name. Let me start by saying the laws vary from county to county, state to state, country to country, so you might want to check out those laws first. With that being said, let me change the name of this to my 8-step guide to changing your name in Cambria County, Pennsylvania. Legally changing your name, whether for marriage, divorce, or another reason, can be a big life event. The laws in every state are different, and you'll want to make sure you're doing it by the book, including filing your legal name change petition with the appropriate government entity. Let an experienced family law attorney walk you through the process. Or you could just do it yourself. Here are a few things that you'll need in order to change your name successfully. Cash. I'm not gonna lie, changing your name isn't cheap. A GoFundMe might not be a bad idea if you don't want to pay the whole bill yourself. If you can find enough people who are as crazy as you, they might just be willing to support you and your efforts. A clean record. The court and state police will not only run an extensive background check, they'll also check to make sure you're not running from debt. Which makes sense. Patience. Once I actually got the ball rolling, it took right around 3 months, so just be prepared, it'll take a little while. Number 4, more cash. I was originally under the impression that the whole thing would cost around $150, but it just seems like every time I turn around, they start adding more fees, and by the time you pay the initial $150, you're pretty much committed at that point. Okay, now that you have everything that you need to start the process, let's get into the steps on how you actually change your name. Step 1, research. Like I said before, the first thing you're going to want to do is research the laws in your area. Start with a simple Google search, something like how to change your name. Step number 2, call your local court clerk, sometimes referred to as a prothonotary. I would ask every question that you can. Ask what kind of timeline there is, what kind of fees you can expect.
How much is the cost associated with changing, like, a middle name?
Chances are they'll be really confused as to why you want to change your name because you're not getting married, divorced, you're not being adopted. But just remember that your tax dollars pay their salary and they are there to serve you. It's that easy. Step number 3, find, complete, and file the petition to change your name. Unfortunately, my county doesn't provide this paperwork. When I called and talked with the prothonotary, they told me to Google it. At this point, feel free to ask, what am I paying you for? The paperwork was fairly easy to find with a Google search, and it was pretty simple to fill out. They ask your current name, your birth date, addresses from the past 5 years, your new name. The most difficult part for me was question 5. What are the reasons for the requested change of name? I don't think they want to hear that this is all just a joke. Probably not. So I did some research and this is what I came up with. When you hear the word dangerous, what are some things that come to mind? Extreme sports, bull riding, alligators, snakes, sitting on the edge of a cliff, jumping off said cliff, fighting fires. These are all obvious dangers, but I believe the most dangerous thing a person can do is to not live each moment to its fullest potential. Some days, we live our lives chasing the idea that one day we'll make it and be successful. Other days, we worry ourselves sick with the uncertainty of what tomorrow could bring. I'm not saying that it's wrong to chase your dreams or prepare for tomorrow. What I'm saying is, when you get stuck in those ideas, you're missing this moment. Diogenes said, "The art of being a slave is to roll one's master." If you have the mindset that you are a slave to a limited amount of time, you will begin to cherish the time that you have right now. This moment is the only thing you are guaranteed. I want to live dangerously in the moment. I want to get out of my comfort zone. I want to allow myself to be vulnerable. But most of all, I want to stop wanting and start doing. My given name is Daniel Lynn McNulty. The name Daniel means God is my judge. For 37 years, I've been trying to live by that. God and only God is my judge. If this moment is the only thing that I'm guaranteed, then why would I waste it on worrying what other people think of me? Lynn comes from an English surname that was derived from the Welsh, meaning lake. I'm not entirely sure, but I think I had a relative named Lynn, and that's where it came from. Regardless, I've never felt any kind of connection to my middle name. A few years back, I jokingly told some friends I wanted to change my middle name to Juris. After some research, I found that BehindTheName.com has no record of Juris being used as a name. Webster's dictionary defines Juris as to bear or carry. It's time to start doing. It's time to carry the fact that God and only God is my judge, and this moment is a gift. I think it was a pretty good answer, and I found a deeper meaning than I expected. The fee to file the change of name with the Prothonotary came to $104.75. Once this is filed, the Prothonotary will provide you with paperwork to take to the county prison for you to be fingerprinted. Step 4, fingerprints. I highly recommend that you call the prison to make an appointment. They don't take walk-ins.
Hi, I need to make an appointment to be fingerprinted.
The prison charges $50 for fingerprints, but will only accept a money order. After a quick stop at the bank, we're off to the prison. If you get lost on the way, just ask for help.
Is this the right place to go for fingerprints?
Go to the central booking department at the prison and wait an hour to be seen, because they'll probably forget you're there. Hopefully they won't lock down the prison while you're there, like they did with me. Once your fingerprints are cleared by the state police, they'll notify the courthouse. Step 5, publications. The Prothonotary will send you a court date and the names of 2 county publications which you have to contact to advertise your hearing.
Trinity Democrat Service Center, this is... How may I help you?
Hi, this is Dan McNulty. I emailed you about posting for the name change, so I was just calling to give you my information.
I'll have this in tomorrow's paper, and then we'll get you a notarized proof of publication out in the mail probably sometime next week. That will be something you have to take with you to the court hearing.
Right, yeah.
Okay, we're all good then.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Thanks for calling. Bye-bye
Okay.
now.
You'll receive proof of publications from the papers, which you'll have to take with you to the hearing. These publications must be posted at least 10 days prior to the hearing date. One of the publications costs $47.50, and the other costs $135. Such a racket. Step 6, outstanding judgments or decrees of record. The day of the hearing, you'll have to stop at the Prothonotary's office for them to look for outstanding judgments, and the Recorder of Deeds office for them to check for decrees of record. From my understanding, they do this to make sure you're not running from debt or to avoid bills which I guess is the same thing. Avoiding bankruptcy, child support. I don't know. These documents are only good for 2 days, which is why I recommend going on the day of your hearing so you know that they're still valid. Step number 7, appear in court. You don't want to show up to court looking like a bum, so I recommend wearing something nice. Too much? I really should have gotten a haircut for today. The fact that this process takes so long really forces you to think, why am I doing this? What is the point? On one hand, it really is just to be comical. I think also it has uncovered a deeper meaning. So many times in life we come up with these crazy ideas, but we never act on them. And I think this was one thing that I decided a few years ago, okay, this is going to happen, I'm going to make it happen. So now it's happening. At this point, I'm pretty sure everything has been paid for, and I'm just over $360, plus parking, gas, probably like around $400 total. And the craziest thing to me is that the judge could still say no. I don't understand that. If everything comes back clear, then if he says no, I'm not even gonna think about that. $400 is a lot of money, but in reality, I probably spend that much money in a couple months just on fast food. So I think it's worth it. Because if you think about it, your name stays with you forever. And depending on where you go to get fast food, that's typically in and out within a couple hours. Okay, it's just about time for the hearing, so I need to go lock my phone up in the lockers. Step number 8, raise the flag. I was super nervous during that. I felt my knees shaking. My back was really sweaty. When we got to the point where he asked me why I wanted to change my name, I told him the meaning of juris connected with the meaning of Daniel was really what connected me with it. He asked me if I was a religious person. The judge told me that the paperwork will be in the mail within the next few days. As of now, I am officially Daniel Juris McNulty. Yeah.
Come on. This is serious. We could make you delirious. You should have a healthy fear of us. Cause too much of us is dangerous. So dangerous, we so dangerous. My flip mode squad is dangerous. So dangerous, we so dangerous. My whole entire unit is dangerous. Hold your breath, we swinging it from right.